try to make MP pay for it.
The Spurs shooting around 44%. Not bad. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So for Dallas, Gafford comes in for Washington, and Exum subbed in for Marshall. Chris Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And there's the screen. Castle for three. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Dallas leading by 9. Down low. Here's Blackman. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Pass to Bassie. Here's Castle to stop the drought. And there's the drive. And it's Irving with a rebound.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Davis comes in for MP. Completely new group here for the Mavericks. For San Antonio, it's Washington, high post. Martin outside. The three ball knocks down the long J. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And good aggressive play. Johnson knows if he goes hard inside, he'll be rewarded with the whistle.
The free throw drops for Johnson. So he gets them both. Here's Dinwiddie. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gafford. And there's a 3-second violation.
San Antonio ball.
Nine seconds left in the fourth. So it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at... Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high when a game has just ended, okay? All I'm asking is that you take a moment to think before you respond.
My kids on the ice show last weekend. Oh yeah? I was up at the top. Oh, I sat right near the glass. I got $20. That's my stage, so it's nice to have be a little more chill around the house. Oh yeah, I remember my dog was at that stage.
Good job, MP. I see.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in...
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've...
MP about to put on a show in the desert. Show them how you shine. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams. One thing Shams here talked about, banning top 10 pick protections in trades. Why is that? For Phoenix. Plumlee is checked in for Nick Richards. Royce O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Devin Booker. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. MP's checked in for Derek Lively. Washington comes in for Davis. Marshall, he's checked in for Thompson. Christie subbed in for Exum. Hearing scouts talk about MP before the draft, the one concern they had was his hesitation to take over games himself.
And I think that's just how MP is wired, right? He's always been a team-first player, even if that means sacrificing his own shot a bit too often.
And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. On the floor for Dallas, Kyrie Irving is out there with Christie. Then it's MP. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Marshall in at the 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. PJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams, just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. KD's checked in for the Suns. Devin Booker comes in for Beal. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Davis comes in for Marshall. Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Exum in for Irving. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Yeah, that's the size and reach of Kevin Durant at the rim. Yes, sir.
Now, here's Exum, defended by Jones. Davis fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
Jones kicks to Booker. Over Thompson. The Mavericks pull it in. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
MP finds Davis. To the middle. Here's MP. Close in. No stopping MP.
Boy, I like when MP tries to carve space in the painted area. So effective down there.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. KD looking around. Pass to Booker. Over Thompson. That's good from Booker on the assist by Durant. Booker's got 7 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And finished off by Lively.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
Towns will be watching from the bench, so I want to see how it affects their spacing. It's not easy to stretch the floor without the big fella. They miss that aspect whenever he's sitting out.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Phoenix Suns.
They don't want it enough.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
The way he was able to finish on...
Checked in for Dallas. Christie comes in for Kyrie Irving. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it? This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then it's Jones. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Beal in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. That one falls.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on them there.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Beal. There's the pick. Driving inside. Pass to Richards. And it's blocked.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Allen's checked in for Jones. Then for the Mavericks, Marshall comes in for Derek Lively. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Christie. Second free throw, no good. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And KD's got the ball here for the Suns. To the paint, here's Booker. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Marshall passes to MP. Outside for Davis. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Comes up short with his 12th attempt. He has made 8 shots. Booker, right side, shoots over Exum. No good off the front iron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Inside, here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Here's Booker. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Mavericks on top, running away with this one. From Footprint Center, back in a moment. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Just keep grinding. Keep getting stuff.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving. Then there's Washington. Then it's MP. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Booker the pass to Allen. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved. involved in the outcome of games. By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Outside, Jones. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Fast break, Dallas. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. A nice shot by MP. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
To the inside. Dives for it. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Some changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Grayson Allen. Martin's checked in for Dallas. Christie comes in for Irving. Outside, Martin. From deep, Washington. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got his fourth rebound in this one. And Booker kicks to Beal. KD on the wing. He's covered by Washington. They get it again. Outside, Jones. And the Suns miss again. Dallas has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's MP. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Booker outside. Back to Jones. Down low. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, as good a playmaker as there is in the game for his teammates, Tyus Jones, so solid with the basketball.
Pass to Christie. Dinwiddie a screen on Booker to the middle. Here's MP. That one a little long. Suns have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. A fadeaway. KD can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Washington finds MP. That shot off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. No good from Booker. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Davis.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Pass to Washington. And here's Hardy. Here's Christie. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this one. Good on the triple.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
To the inside, here's Richards, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
This is what Tyus Jones does best, a floor general who takes pride in creating shots for his teammates.
Hardy passes to MP. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Great win tonight, MP.